Dear learners, this is Dr. Anupriya Patra, Assistant Professor of English, Srinarayana Guru, Open University, and welcome to Part 3 of Block 1, Unit 2, M21EG06DE, Women's Writing. Now we have learned first wave feminism, which focused on securing legal rights like suffrage, culminating in milestones such as the 19th Amendment. And we have also learned second wave feminism, which expanded the fight to cultural, economic and social issues, and which workplace discrimination, reproductive rights and gender roles. Both these waves of feminism laid the path to third wave feminism. And let us look at what is third wave feminism. The third wave of feminism or third wave feminism emerged in the 1990s, building on the accomplishments of earlier waves, the first and second waves, while addressing unresolved issues of race, class, and gender identity. Emphasizing diversity, it rejected the notion of a singular feminist voice, instead celebrated various experiences and perspectives. This movement was influenced by postmodernism, and it embraced fluidity and questioned rigid gender norms, advocating for LGBTQ rights, and it used grassroots activism, pop culture, and digital platforms to foster dialogue and action. Moreover, this wave also aimed to create a more inclusive form of feminism, addressing systemic inequities while also valuing individual autonomy and intersectional experiences. And about foundations and organizational influence, Rebecca Walker's Third Wave Foundation played a major role in shaping the movement. It focused on issues of race, gender, and social justice. The organization also emphasized grassroots activism, and it created platforms for marginalized voices and addressed systemic inequalities. By means of blending activism with inclusivity, this highlighted the importance of amplifying underrepresented perspectives. The Foundation's work also reflected the third wave's broader goals, like celebrating diversity, fostering empowerment, and also advancing a feminist movement that tackled complex intersectional issues. Its influence also demonstrated the evolving nature of feminism in addressing both individual and collective struggles of equality. As I have said, postmodernism influenced this third wave feminism. How did it influence third wave feminism? Postmodernism's emphasis on questioning universal truths and embracing subjectivity profoundly influenced this wave. It rejected binary notions of gender and embraced the concept of a fluid gender spectrum. Moreover, it challenged traditional labels and encouraged individuals to define their identities on their own terms. By deconstructing social norms, third wave feminists, they highlighted the complexity of human experiences, pushing for a more inclusive understanding of identity. This postmodernist approach allowed the movement also to address diverse perspectives, thus fostering a feminism that recognized and celebrated the intersections of race, class, gender, and sexuality. And it was the time of TV and other forms of media, and the advent of digital media significantly amplified third wave feminism. It provided platforms for global dialogue and activism. Social media enabled movements like Me Too and Slut Walk to gain traction. It helped in breaking down geographical and cultural barriers. Feminist messages permeated popular culture, and it appeared in music, films, and TV shows, and helped in normalizing gender equality in mainstream discourse. Online platforms also allowed feminists to share stories, organize protests, and build solidarity and create a sense of collective empowerment. This integration of digital media also reshaped the movement, making feminism more accessible and engaging to a broader audience. And like the earlier forms of feminism or waves of feminism, this third wave feminism also faced many challenges and critiques. It faced challenges particularly regarding its focus on individualism. Critics argued that the emphasis on personal empowerment sometimes distracted from systemic issues, limiting the movement's broader impact. Additionally, there were concerns raised about the inclusivity of the movement, with claims that it sometimes failed to fully address the needs of working class women and other marginalized class women. It should be noted that in spite of all these critics, third wave feminism remained committed to intersectionality. The waves of feminism doesn't end with third wave feminism. There is fourth wave feminism which emerged in 2010s, and it leveraged digital platforms to combat issues like sexual harassment, body shaming, and rape culture. As it is the era of social media played a central role enabling movements like Me Too and campaigns against misogyny to reach global audiences. This wave, the fourth wave, also emphasized intersectionality and collective action, addressing how race, class, and gender intersect in perpetuating inequality. With the help of online communities, these fourth wave feminists created spaces for solidarity and real-time activism. The major events that acted as catalysts for the fourth wave feminism were the 2012 Delhi rape case and Gamergate controversy. While the Delhi rape case sparked worldwide protests against sexual violence and the global prevalence of gender-based crimes, Gamergate exposed pervasive sexism within the gaming industry. Both of these incidents, they demonstrated the power of digital platforms to unite activists and amplify female voices and create a momentum for widespread social and cultural change. Yet another defining moment of fourth wave feminism was the Women's March of 2017, which was held in response to Donald Trump's presidential inauguration. With millions participating globally, the march symbolized resistance against sexism, racism, and inequality, and it addressed a wide range of issues from reproductive rights to LGBTQ+ advocacy, and it helped in uniting diverse groups under a shared banner of equality. This march helped in displaying the world the power of collective activism and also emphasizing the role of political engagement and solidarity in challenging oppression and advancing women's rights. The next one is the Me Too movement, which gained momentum in 2017 and exposed the widespread prevalence of sexual harassment and assault. It originated from Tarana Burke's grassroots efforts and later amplified by high-profile cases like Harvey Weinstein's. It encouraged survivors to share their stories, thus breaking the silence around abuse, and it also demanded accountability, reshaping of conversations about consent, power dynamics, and workplace safety. It also inspired legislative and cultural shifts aiming at dismantling rape culture and protecting women's rights. As I have mentioned earlier, digital media became the cornerstone of fourth wave feminism, and it enabled real-time activism and global connections. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook All of these amplified campaigns like Me Too, reaching millions of people worldwide. Such platforms democratized feminist discourse, providing a voice for the marginalized communities and fostering solidarity. Online activism also allowed feminists to bypass traditional barriers, thereby creating movements that were inclusive, decentralized, and immediate. By embracing such digital technology, this wave of feminism transformed activism, making it more accessible and impactful than ever before. And although there were many achievements, fourth wave feminism also faced criticism for its reliance on digital platforms. Some argued that online activism or slacktivism lacked the tangible impact of traditional movements. Others pointed out that the movement's focus on individual stories sometimes overshadowed systemic issues, limiting its broader effectiveness. Concerns about inclusivity persisted, and many marginalized people felt underrepresented in mainstream feminist spaces. And many of these critics, they highlighted the ongoing need for fourth wave feminism to balance digital engagement with on-the-ground activism and to embrace a more intersectional approach. And this is all about the 4 waves of feminism. Hope everyone has understood it. Thank you.